guys need a green room for your guests with snacks and things of that nature. Just saying.
We got a green room.
McDonald's is right around the bend.
All right, let's see. It should be up.
There it is, finally.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
What's this for?
All right.
Deep wounds been revealing through emotion that I'm feeling. Burnt bridges I'm rebuilding in the constant state of healing. Looking for myself, looking for the love, for the light. Still water runs deep and I'm about to dive in it. Know I gotta die in it cause it's more to behold on this road made of gold. The journey of the soul, the goal is to grow. Balance highs with the lows. Can't lighten up your load if you never let it go. If you never even sure how you ever gonna see. Footprints in the sand got me like a gentle breeze. Gale force wind, sleet, hail, snow within. Body froze, heart cold, thinking I'ma never win. So one day I met a friend, stuck closer than a brother. Seen a king, took his wing, lifted up and took me under. Eyes wide, heart a line, a mind full of wonder. I was searching for the truth, it was standing right in front of me the whole time. He got me to my destination. I was so blind, now I'm at the goal line of my own emancipation. Watch my soul fly, telling you no lie. This artwork that I'm creating is hard work and dedication, self-renovation, and it's all for true. Everything I do for me and you, it's all for truth.
Right, I went from a prison hole to a lifestyle that come with fishing boats, shipping dope. All I knew was hitting licks and switching clothes. All I got is finish moves, scissor kick a nigga dope. Niggas thought my chips was low, whole time my wrist was broke. Lyrics cold, spirit bold, physically I'm liquid gold. Him and dope a bet like CEO auntie at the liquor store. These niggas know, Paula get a strike like when the picture closed. Pick a quote, we can see which rapper got the bigger nose. I might let your lady drive. That's before I risk the load. I got 1989, skill full of Christmas though. I'ma let this pistol blow before we ever get the blows. They can up the price, we hold that gas like the windows closed. Lee's a steak, I'm like a Philly cook. These hoes got ass, but ain't no substance. They like empty books. It's a jokes. Niggas really shook. They think an inch a foot. I ain't back and forth with no bitches that can't really cook. One whole brick of good, I make the dead end look like Inglewood. I wish these niggas would. I been splitting my dinner with the wolf. Big dog like Clifford House, fistball like Ellenwood. I hit my last lick fresh out of prison. I'm with the shit for good. Front side of the Easter wood. Praying God forgive a crook. Niggas talking about I couldn't walk a mile. Who got a bigger foot? Bitter looks gon' get a nigga took. Gon' get your gizzards cooked. I done stretched my neck to say this kind, babe. I'm Littlefoot.
It's a kick down doors, big down holes. You understand me? Orlando rap tournament. Check me out. Trap out supermodel. Red eye beam on the end of the 40. X-Man Cyclops. These Christian Dior green dinosaur. Hot tops. Brown bell coat kind of itchy. Next time I might try Fox in the trap flipping flapjacks. Coming right up. Wi-Fi house. Can't find my ski mask, so I cut the pen and whole stocking out. Jack in the box, I be popping out. If you want to whip it, you tripping. I'm talking Aquaman. If you sign forward, I'm shipping. So get your packages out the van. Trapping out the tear house on the corner. Ring the doorbell, I just nah. So tearing that crack, cause baby got back. Just call me some mix a lot. Salad for a nice to beat it just to get the watch. I can scrape the counter clockwise. Get you ready in a minute. Popping hot chicken pot pies. There's the town. Shit on fire. Big bag, Andy-Cat hot fries. 50 grand to my lawyer. Make sure he cross the T's and he dot the I's. Sandwich bags, baking soda, razor blades. I got supplies. This outfit I got on came out the skies. I'm talking way up, I feel blessed. Cocaine get way up in compressed. I got that re-rock. My shoes come from Rocksteady. My jacket from Bebop. I used to get $20 for 3 rocks. Black Dickie suit, black soldier Reeboks.
All right, welcome back. You guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We're a day early. Usually we go live on YouTube every Wednesday, but you know, just a special edition show. Mix it up a little bit. Plus, I'm going out of town. That might have something to do with
I
it.
think that's probably the biggest determining factor. Not to interrupt Bubba's travel schedule.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. But this show will be available at our normal time on YouTube. So for all our YouTube folks that check us out, come through every week, we appreciate y'all. It will be up, so don't worry about it if you're not missing anything, all right? Now, we got a lot to talk about on the show today, and this is this week. Got to make sure. So, of course, we got our weekly serving us Deion Sanders, all right, after the loss to USC. A valiant loss, a moral victory, if you will.
He doesn't believe in moral victories, though.
There was a big fight this past weekend, and we actually have Paula Vargas, who was a professional cut woman. Is that how you say that, Paula?
That's accurate.
All right, that is accurate. And we had one of her boxers scheduled to come on the show, but work called, so we'll get him on another time. And Kevin, he actually was on the show before his first professional fight, but we'll get him back on. But we're going to talk Canelo, we're going to talk Paula and her journey to being a cut woman, how she likes that. All right, and a lot more. And we have, we're going to talk a little bit of college football, additional college football with Pink being a Florida State guy, me being a Gator guy, and we'll throw some Hurricanes in there too. And there's a Jay-Z clip that's trending and going around. We'll get into all of that stuff.
A Jay-Z clip.
Yeah.
All right.
Once again, On the Bench Podcast is available on all podcast streaming platforms, including YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Pink, man, I was doing some more thinking.
I love when you do some thinking. Usually ends up in a bad idea. What were you thinking about?
So I was talking to one of my OGs yesterday, man, and I think it's very important to have an OG. And it could be an OG for any reason. Say if you're a young cat and you're in sports, I think it's great to have an OG that either played Division I football or NFL, whatever you're aspiring to get to, a guy that's been there, done that can, tell you some things, show you some things, whatever. Try to cover mistakes that you can avoid that he made and overcame. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it, like I say, it could be in sports, it could be in education, it could be gym, working out. Mine actually just happen to be in dating and relationships. I have a dating and relationships OG.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell by your performance.
And
I thought you'd be a bit more refined.
And my OG, I mean, he's solid, man, and he's a guy who's been there, done that. He was at a place where he's was one of the biggest whores in the Central Florida area. He got really busy, man. He got down and did a lot of damage in the Central Florida area, and now he's married. He's married and
out of the game, or
out of the game,
at least ostensibly.
No, he's out of the game,
okay.
And and he's living that good family married life now, and something that I aspire to have.
Make no mistake, ladies, this is what Bubba's all about.
That's what I'm all about.
Despite
and
certain appearances.
So we were talking, and I was just asking him, like, hey man, how did you get the itch? How did you relieve the itch? How did you get rid of the
That's just not.
I mean,
way too much itching here for a lively sexual guy. Probably not the best analogy.
yeah, I know, right? And basically, he said, it'll come to you. You always have some crazy sayings. I forgot exactly what saying he used, but basically, when it's time, you'll know, man. When it's time, it's time. And it's time, man.
For you,
now, not that I've ever been, the biggest whore in Central Florida. That's just not my thing.
at least top 5.
Top 5 DOA. No. But that's not it. So I don't know, man. What's your take on it? Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish, because there was the bottom end to that, though, because, and I think I've said this before on the show for sure, like, when you're dating, one of the problems I have when you're dating is you end up with too many women when you're dating. And some people could look at that as a good thing, but it's a bad thing because it costs money. And so when I look up and I make a decent amount of money, but then I look up and I don't have any money, I point directly. That's like it's time that I need to make some cuts, and I need to make some cuts here.
So clear up some cash space.
I need to clear up some cash space.
Yeah, but dude,
and that's one of the main.
I don't get it. No, because the problem is that like if you get in like kids, all that money's gonna be spent anyway. So if you trade in your stable of women for kids, like that money's gone.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
That's just the facts, man. No, this was years ago when my kids were tiny. I was one of my coworkers, this guy Rich Adams. We were talking, going to lunch one day, and I'm like, dude, do you realize how much I'm spending for daycare right now? And I think it was like at the time $300 a week, and it felt like a ton.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, bro, that's pretty much what I spend going out every weekend. It's like we're in the same boat, and that stuck with me. And it's like, he's like, yeah, if I go out and buy some drinks for people and whatever, or one of those nights is a date, I'm spending that.
Right.
So it can't be a financial decision. It has to be deeper than that. You're not going to do that to save money. But my thing is, I've never, and maybe I'm just like a juvenile person. Like, I've never reached a point in life when I've known something. Like, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. I've never reached that. I'm still chasing the stuff that I enjoy doing. Like, I'm still getting up playing basketball like when I was 10. Like, that hasn't changed for me. I'm not a good example of that. No. I never woke up and, hey, I need to find the Lord, or I need to, like, hell no. I just go day to day and just get through that shit and try to have some fun along the way. So I have no frame of reference to say, like, okay, I've, gone along a certain path, and then, like, I've known it's time to change the path.
Right.
So I can't really relate to that, but I know some people do. Yeah. But I mean, like, rather than like a catchy, catchphrase, like I'm just curious, like, okay, what really was going on when you felt that, like when your OG felt that way?
Yeah.
Like, what was actually going through your head? Like, did you get tired of the drama? Like, there had to have been something.
Yes, yeah. So you're saying it had to be an event or a thought that provoked.
Yeah,
that.
I'm a big believer, like, in like psychology and things like that, in the sense that, like, I don't think you just wake up one day and feel like you're changed. There's got to be things going on that are making your current path, like, uncomfortable for you.
Well, there is some things that's making my path uncomfortable for me.
Oh, we're talking about you? I thought we were still talking about your mentor. Let's dive into this, Bubba.
No, but I'm telling you, it's the funds. It's really expensive to date multiple people over a period of time. Now, you do bring up an interesting point that I didn't really factor in, that if you do go the 1v1 route and have kids, then that's going to equate to almost the same. So and then you'll probably have less fun and be out the same amount of money.
And you also have no control over it.
Yeah.
That's the most frustrating.
Right now, I have.
Like,
I have
you decide,
100% control.
you're like,
Yeah.
you decide, okay, I'm going to go out tonight with somebody and I'm going to spend this money. But, like, you get home and, like, the third grade is going on a field trip and we need $150 by Friday. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I have no say so.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, or you got a kid and they're doing sports and it's just like, oh yeah, we're teams going to Phoenix next week, like, book your rooms and stuff like that. You're just like, you just feel like you're getting hit, like, from all sides.
That's interesting. I need to take that into account.
You definitely need to.
I'm gonna take that back to my OG, and we're going to discuss further. Paula, you can make your way up at any time here now.
We know you've been waiting for 36 minutes. Come on over.
Come on over. It's a wide open show here. There's no structure.
You want to sit on the edge? All right. Oh man, you touched my beverage.
It's all right. She doesn't want to sit next to me. That's okay.
I'd rather you than Brian. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be nice to you. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes.
I got bashed by your fans last time I was here. So.
Really?
Yeah, they were saying I was not nice to you.
Oh, well, they're probably right.
Facts. How's it going?
Not
It is
bad.
going pretty good,
Oh, so
Paula.
what
We have
happened?
Paula on, a professional cut woman in the boxing field.
Hey, y'all.
Also an author. We had you on last time.
You had done as an author, a nurse, a cut person. Like, what,
I wear many hats.
You like any of it over kink or no?
Where's that word again? That word makes me uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Over kink?
What if it's under kink?
Either or.
Oh, just the kink
Yeah,
burger?
there's certain words that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
What about moist?
Not a
don't like
moist
that word?
person.
Jeez.
Paula, what do you think about what we were just talking about up here?
What, dating being expensive?
Yeah.
It's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But that's when you date one person as opposed to multiple.
Well,
Cut it
how?
down quick.
Right, but how do you find your person if you're only dating one person?
You hope you got the right one.
Right, you just gotta chop down your roster. I mean, to who you think has
Right,
potential.
right. I know that's the where
Two
I'm at
people.
now. But what I'm saying, okay, two people. You increase my line. I like that. You increase my credit line. But to your first point, because a lot of people say that, you just date one person. But then you're technically single and you're still limiting yourself to one person. That's not fair. That's dumb. And then secondly,
No, you weed people out sooner than later.
But I think the issue is you are weeding people out, but you're also kind of always vetting new prospects too.
No.
that's not the way to go.
You can't multitask when it comes to people because you're not giving your whole self so people can see who you are. You're spreading yourself thin. So you narrow it down. Okay, I'm going to date these couple people, and whatever doesn't work, kick to the curb and then go on to the next one. But not a gang of people all at once. You're not 100% your whole self ever because you're
So you're
spreading yourself too
not a
thin.
gangbang type of person.
Negative.
One encounter at a time.
No, yeah, you can't. You
about
can't
a 2 for 1?
multitask people. You can't. It's just not.
Really?
It's not practical.
Threesomes are good.
You can't multitask people.
That's a decent point. That's a
It
fair.
becomes
that's fair.
dangerous. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
It becomes dangerous.
Yeah, well, if you're dating 3 people for mercy, they can get a little dangerous.
Why
They're a
would
little
you
aggressive.
date somebody for mercy?
They can get a little aggressive on that side of town. So I understand your dangerous point. there.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah, we were talking about your standards the last time I was here too. Did you up your standards?
Oh, I have very, very high I'm on Facebook now. So first of all, and this story may not even be for me. We're just talking about dating in general,
okay.
and so,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, Bubba.
No, okay, well, this is a fair question though. Like, so if you're maintaining a roster, like, does the roster kind of fit like a prototype, or do you strive to have like a diversity in the roster?
Oh gosh.
That's a great question. I don't know if you strive for anything. Like,
We know you do. I mean, come on. Striving for
From what I
Gucci.
understand, you don't strive for much.
LeBron's striving for greatness, and you're striving for Gucci. I mean, come on.
no, man, you don't like. I'm not. You're not striving to get. Well, I don't know. Some guys do strive for
These
diversity.
headphones on, Bubba?
Huh? I may have.
I don't want to.
You don't want any?
No.
You just
So
want
why you asking? Don't want
Because
any?
last time
Paula.
you all yelled at me.
yelled at you?
You'll need some when we get to the Jay-Z clip, but you don't need any for a little while.
Okay.
We'll give you a heads up when you need your headphones.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go on.
No, no
Carry
problem.
on.
So some guys do want they want a black girl, a white girl, Asian girl. But I know that's not what you meant by diversity. That's just the one linear of it. But that's some guys do want that. It is. Yeah, some guys probably do want a woman who makes a lot of money. Then they want maybe they want to go to the hood and get that. But me in particular, no. It's just I look for vibes. I look for vibes, dope vibes. That's what I look for.
So if you're looking for vibes, can't you pick up on vibes and energy early on? People lead with that. So you should be able to weed people out sooner than later if you're checking for vibes.
Yeah, I mean that's not like the end all be all, But
else is there?
sometimes people reveal themselves in time, because people are showing you their best selves in the very beginning.
True.
Yeah, the deception.
Yeah, it's a deception.
But then that's when communication comes in. Then you start asking your proper questions.
proper questions.
Yes.
Okay.
What are some important questions to ask?
These are no proper questions.
What are some proper
They're
questions?
not important. These are proper questions.
You know, you just ask, what are you into? What, just intellectual type questions. If you're a faker or a fronter, people are gonna show themselves pretty quickly. If you're asking some deep questions and they don't even know how to answer it. Seriously.
What are you into? Is not a good
I mean,
question.
just professional wise. What do you think about what's going on and this, that, and the other? Or, you're at work. What do you do? Give me some in-depth analogy. If you're like, okay, I'm a business analyst. It's like, so what do you do? Oh, I read reports. That's not a good answer. You know
It's
what I mean?
not.
No.
But they may do something that, like, again, it's what they do for a living, but they're not particularly.
But you can tell a
Captivated
basic
by it.
person. You can tell someone on an intellectual or by the answers they're given. You can tell where they are mentally.
I would agree that you can tell where they are mentally, but
Unless you don't care about intellect.
I don't.
And yeah, Bubba is pure physical. So
I'm not pure physical. I am not.
I don't even know why I even went that route. I forgot.
I am not pure physical.
Bubba's a man of great intellect.
No, that's
He just
not
doesn't
what
want
I
it-
was told.
He just doesn't want it in his partners.
Facts.
I don't know. It's just it's not a plus or minus for me. It's
He wants
not
them to
But you've
be seen and not heard.
But have you ever been talking to somebody and they're literally so dumb you can't
Oh
take it?
my gosh, boxer off.
Yeah, but what else do they have to offer?
Well, I'm just saying that the dumb is so
But
profound.
you
you
have
can't
to
get around
spend time with that. Really, Bubba?
So you've never been in a situation where you're like,
I can't even
deal with this
stand it.
person. They're
Even
so
don't open your mouth. I can't stand it.
dumb. Unless I'm gonna put something in.
Well, that's the thing. It depends. Everything depends.
Wow.
Listen, everyone didn't.
This might be the problem with your
Exactly.
No, no.
Exactly.
You
That's
literally-
why you got a
you're literally
roster of
operating-
53.
You're literally 53.
No,
Exactly.
everyone
Plus
didn't.
practice squad players.
Exactly.
Everyone didn't grow up in a situation where they can thrive intellectually in amongst other people. Not a lot,
But
there's
you-
not a lot
you
of
don't
educated
have-
people
but
around.
you don't have to give
There's
them
not
your
a,
Right.
yeah, but they deserve
Or your
time.
money. No, they don't.
So then they should have something else going for them. Something
Exactly.
else.
That's what he's alluding to.
That's what I said.
Not
They-
just physical.
I didn't say
You don't need
physical.
any type of anything to be physical. Nothing.
I didn't say physical.
You don't need to have intellect. You don't need to have ambition. You don't need to have. You could just lay there on the bed.
Start fishing out for glory.
Yeah, but you would rather just date a
Well,
dead fish.
we're not into people who just lay
That's
on
who
the
you
bed.
want to marry, a dead fish.
No, you just said he doesn't want to marry that fish.
Right.
But I do think that you'd be well served to have a little bit of criteria.
Something.
Um,
You just said you raised your standards to what? You were in the basement. So where's your standards now?
Look, you guys got people saying therapy works wonders. You got people comment. You got people. Eddie said, "I'm only here for a good time, not a long time." This is not my fight. I'm just taking up for that side of the
You
argument.
had a whole conversation with the OG. That means it's a concern for you.
It's not a concern. It's
Something. You brought it to the elder.
Now you're
It's
back.
something.
I brought it to Elder.
It's something.
The village elder.
Yeah, you don't waste their time. They're not here
Yeah,
for
but
it.
listen, I was screwed from the very beginning. So it
boy.
takes years and years of
Do I
to
need my
getting that out.
violin?
I was screwed from the very
You need a
beginning.
I
violin.
need my violin. I do have a viola at
I didn't
home.
know you played violin.
I grew up in an environment where it was you need to screw as many women as fast as you can, as soon as you can.
Who taught you that?
Every older guy in my neighborhood. And when you're
What
when you're
avenue, street, road,
13,
lane
14,
is this?
you got Eden Street, Simons Ave, you got Lyman, you got Capon, you got Swope, and when you grow up in that environment, you're 13 and you can't even get in a car if you haven't smelled coochie yet. It's that does something
What in the world?
to you, and a lot of men. I grew up with about 50, 60 boys in the neighborhood. It's extremely amount of boys that were my age in the neighborhood. We're all screwed. I'm sure they're all, going through similar things like me. And there's guys all over the world. It's not a Bubba thing. this is a man who grew up in that type of environment thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do need a violin.
But you're grown up now.
I do need a violin.
I'm grown up, but those things still haunt me, and I still struggle.
That person said go to
with that.
therapy. Who was that? They said therapy works wonders.
Yeah,
Make it happen,
the
brother.
OG
You
is
did.
my therapist.
The OG's your
Pamela said
therapist?
you're
Yeah.
the
Not doing a good job.
Well, no, I see. I mean, apparently they just communicated, and Bubba's like kind of in that process where you're.
What exactly did the
digesting
elder
and-
say? What did he say? What was his recommendation?
Right. Well, first of all, he recommends that way of living. Okay.
The way that your current path.
No, the family and the.
Okay.
He recommends that life of living,
Okay.
but when it comes to it's like when you're ready for it, you'll know, right? And that's what Pink kind of disagrees with there as far as he's not the type of guy that.
Well, no, but like when you phrase it that way, I also disagree with that too, because it's like, okay, put it in terms of basketball, like if you don't like practice and work on your game, like the moment can come and you're not going to be ready for the moment.
Right.
I do think you have to do some proactive things to bring yourself to a position of readiness for that moment to happen.
Yeah, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's
Yeah.
cardinal rule.
And I
For
think-
a
and
lot
that's-
of
and
things.
that's-
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you do need to start to formulate some
You start.
level of standard or guideline
Yes.
for what you're going to deal with and what you're not.
Bubba, how old are you?
I'm old, man.
Unspecified.
Are you in your 30s?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you under 35?
No,
You're over 35?
no.
That means he's 35.
Bubba, you need to start prepping because there's a lot of really good women out there, and they're not gonna want your type of thinking. You got to get ready. It's time.
I know it's time. I'm saying it's
Do you
time.
do your own laundry?
I live alone.
Do you do your own laundry?
Yes, I do my own laundry.
He's going to ship that out to somebody
But
else.
listen,
Hey,
but listen.
I just want to know if he's just getting himself. You have to bring something to the table. A lot of good women, you have to bring something. They're not going to stand for this foolishness.
What
Tell
what
them right
is
now.
what is the food?
Get
Okay,
yourself
so let me
ready.
ask you this. I'm gonna throw a pie in the sky. All right.
A pie?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a pie in the sky.
Who says that?
I don't know.
just
I can't get rid of it. That's been my saying all week.
Where's that guy?
What would be
Is that a Philly thing?
if you trust the process?
He's not actually from Philly.
I want to phrase this so you don't throw a pillow at me or something. If you
We literally both checked for
I have
pillow
sleeves,
pillows.
though. I have my sleeves.
Those ain't going to do any harm.
if Friday evening
Mm-hmm.
I knocked on your door to take your daughter out on a date, what would be your initial reaction? Like, what is wrong
time
with
in
my
the
way of
evening is
thinking?
it?
No, I'm talking about me though, as a person. What are you saying? Like,
you?
what is wrong with my way of thinking to where women wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you not like about it?
Because you're physical first. That's
that's not
It
true.
is, Bubba. I've listened to all your dating stories.
But that was so old.
If
He's a new man now.
the person that I want them to value her for her intellect, for her ambition, her as a whole person, not
you know
just
that doesn't
one
happen, right?
Aspect. Oh, it happens.
But like,
It does happen.
guys say that, but that's
There are
that's
good men out there that are raised properly.
but that
I'm sorry about what Lane Simmons road that you grew up on. I'm sorry, but there are others that didn't grow up on those streets.
but that doesn't mean that a guy isn't good just because he doesn't bullshit. Those guys who say that's what they're looking for into, they're bullshitting. They're bullshitting.
That's not true. There
That is
are
true.
good guys out
But-
there
but-
that are
and-
not
and-
about the BS.
And that doesn't make them good or not good.
True. Oh, facts.
Because
but,
they're looking for us on
right,
the
but
inside.
it's up to her. I have enough faith in how I raised her and the role models that she has around her to know that she's going to make a wise decision.
So you have to
She's
worry
going to
about
do what's
Bubba.
right.
He'll weed himself out.
She can come to me. Absolutely. Oh yeah, my daughter wouldn't stand for you at all. Not at all. She comes to me for some advice, but ultimately she's going to make the decision. And she's very smart.
So Chris says they're turning you soft, man. Sad day. And then Eddie says, although I vehemently disagree, that's a big word, with Bubba's lifestyle, I also think Bubba should go at his pace before he breaks somebody's heart. I could say that he's super honest with those women.
So you are telling them that they're just a piece of meat.
Is
that what you're doing?
But that's not.
Slightly
And
different
they're
words.
okay with it.
Listen, that is not. They're not.
What do you tell them?
Anybody I'm dating is not a piece of meat.
He's not creating like an illusion that they are going to be walking down the aisle.
Are these potentials on the practice squad, or they made the 53-man roster?
I don't have a squad or a team or a roster. The woman I'm dating knows everything. That I'm an open book. I'm completely open and honest.
It's like a tournament towel setup. How is it?
No, it's not.
Just trying to figure it out.
It's like the Orlando Raptors. For Bubba's Heart and Finances.
Bubba's Heart and Finance. The little that's left.
Oh my goodness.
Let's move along here.
Yes,
I think
this is
that
a
was
whole
good-
entire show.
I
We
think
could
that
have a
was
whole
good.
series on Bubba's
but yeah.
dating escapades.
Before we quickly move on here, I want to give a quick shout out to Royal13thebrand.com, one of our very special sponsors here. All right. Go to Royal13thebrand.com.
I can't see that.
Use promo code Bubba Pink and be fly heading into the fall, winter. All right. Using promo code Bubba Pink.
You're going to have to Uber home?
Oh my gosh,
What are you guys talking about over there?
She can't see. She's blind.
Because I know you guys have a condom sponsor, and I keep forgetting that.
Overkink.com.
Oh, there's.
We already talked about this.
I didn't know they were the people.
You're not just without your glasses.
I thought-
What do you think overkill
I
would
don't
be
know.
about?
I just know that word makes me
not
uncomfortable.
And they're not a
They're
condom.
not selling milk.
What are they? That's
It's
like
everything.
toys, sex
Yeah.
toys, or
Sex toys, there's lingerie,
condoms and-
condoms, all of that
like
stuff.
Fredericks of Hollywood, right?
Maybe not that classy.
Are they on South OBT? Where are these
No,
people?
it's an online store.
Oh, okay.
You can get a real
People
discount.
shop online now.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
I'm fully aware.
Where do you get your sex toys?
I don't have any.
Zero.
Nada.
That's interesting.
Don't need it.
No. That's a way to look at it. That's a way to look at it.
I'm not like Bubba, but I don't need it.
You heard it here first.
Oh,
You're more of an NBA person with a 12-person roster.
100%.
So, Paula, you are a cut
Woman.
cut woman.
Yes, sir.
Cut lady. I have your picture up there.
You
cutting
do?
a professional boxer
Oh,
here.
Look at that.
You can't see it.
You're
That's
standing.
my boy El Gallo.
You're in the corners.
Big up to Kevin El Gallo Nunez,
Yeah. And
What does El Gallo mean? What is that?
the rooster.
The rooster. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue that it'd be. Don't give me the matter of fact. The rooster.
now, is you? I mean, maybe
Did
this
you
is a
say
dumb
is
question.
You?
No, I didn't.
Proper English, brother.
But did you being a nurse lead to you being a cut woman? Is that a dumb question?
Yeah.
So how long have you been a cut woman?
Legitimately, like April.
Okay.
So what about the illegitimate part of your career?
Well, okay.
So you always been a fan of boxing too?
Oh yeah, for a long time. Like Manny Pacquiao is my favorite.
Really?
Manny's your
Oh
favorite.
yeah, and of course Lennox Lewis.
So you
then-
rooted. You
Of course,
rooted.
Lennox
Oh
Lewis.
yeah, he's Jamaican.
That's right.
No brainer.
You rooted for Manny over Mayweather.
Yeah, I don't like Mayweather. No
So
disrespect to
best
all his fans and people.
defensive
but I don't
boxer of
know.
all
I just
time.
don't. I don't know. I just don't like.
His style, his
Yeah, I
bravado.
don't like his. He's like too showboaty. He's just. No, I just want get in there and handle business. Get out. There's no need for the drama.
Were you disappointed that Pacquiao fought Mayweather like later in his career when he was perhaps
Yeah,
diminished?
he should have fought him earlier, for sure.
And we had a better chance. you think?
Yeah, it would have been a way better fight. He probably would have beat him.
That's one of my central beefs with Mayweather.
Because Floyd has been shook by people. I know everyone makes it seem like, oh, no one has ever rocked him or whatever, but he's been shook. There's been a couple people that has staggered him, not dropped him, but staggered him.
my biggest beef is once he kind of got to a certain level,
Yeah,
he was able to pick the time and the opponent to
Yeah.
his advantage for like the whole
And
back
his
half
head
of his
just
career.
got bigger than his body, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Roy Jones, I'm not a fan of their style of boxing.
Roy Jones, I loved his style of
Oh
boxing.
my
What
gosh,
was wrong with his
this
style?
whole I'm like, what is that?
He was phenomenal.
This is not capoeira.
He
Just box.
was awesome for a great period of time. But
Yeah, I
you,
don't like his-
but you do know that the bravado, the show, it leads to those guys being bigger stars. Like that's a part of
Understood,
it.
but if you're just a fan of boxing, you don't need all that. Just get in the ring, show what you got to do,
So
and handle
who
your
do
business.
you like? You know, regardless of weight class, like currently, you know, at or near the peak of their powers, what fighter like fits your model?
Currently, there's a boxer. His name is David. Oh my gosh, he's fighting someone. It starts with a B.
And he's fighting someone soon.
Yeah. It'll come to me.
Okay.
It'll
okay.
come to me.
Do you have
He's a
anybody-
Hispanic fighter.
Do you have anybody
I
else
like
out
him.
there that like?
Not right now.
That's it. One fighter. In the
You're
whole
so
time.
you're so involved with like the
Yeah, I'm
boxers
not a
in your
tank.
camp.
I'm not a tank fan. I'm not. I do like Errol Spence.
Oh, Errol Spence.
Yeah, definitely. I
You like all the
him.
guys that get beat.
Negative. Errol Spence didn't get beat that often. He got beat.
He
one-
got
that
beat in
one.
the
He
big
got
fight.
that.
He
But
didn't get beat. He got
we're
his
not
ass
gonna
destroyed.
we're not
His
gonna
ass
talk about
whooped.
that fight because that was not the Errol Spence that I know that was in that ring that night. He was not the same person. He wasn't.
Yeah,
but
but
we're
my-
not gonna go down that route.
I want to go down that
because people are
route.
still talking about that fight. To
I
this
want to
day.
go down that route
No, let's
because
not.
if he's diminished, he's diminished. That ain't gonna change.
Understood.
So it's like, I mean, we could talk
right,
about
but then
Mike-
people because he lost that one fight, people completely forgot about all the stuff that
That's
he
what
did
happens in
prior to
sports.
That's
that.
exactly what happened.
Understood. So if I say I appreciate him as a fighter, everyone always like, but he just got beat up. So what? He
No, but-
is a good fighter.
But that
I
happens
see.
to everybody. I mean, like
Everyone
Mike,
loses
Mike
a fight.
Tyson
Everybody.
before Buster Douglas was a
Yes.
whole different animal.
Yes.
You know, we mentioned Roy Jones. Like there was a pure part of his career where he was damn near
stretch of time.
invincible. And
Absolutely.
then, you know, he gave in and lost lost a bunch of fights, and you're just not the same anymore.
Right, but
And-
there's
and-
some that still maintain their reputation. People don't talk about them badly because they lost a fight,
well, but I
like
think
the way
in
they're doing for Errol.
But that's all like live right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Errol Spence, again, I don't know how the rest of his career is going to play out,
Yeah.
but like we get removed from it 5 or 10 years down the
Oh,
road,
yeah.
then like you're going to remember what he was in a different way.
Exactly.
But right now you have to deal with the fact that he lost
Because
a
it's
major
too
fight.
fresh.
But boxing is such a sport where, like, mentally, it's so mentally draining. A lot of those boxers, they don't come back. We talked
They
about
have
the
to
Roy
learn
Jones.
when to retire.
Once you get that one big loss, the Roy Jones, Mike Tyson's, things like that. Now you know that's why Ali. A lot of people loved him being so great because he took the big loss, came back, won.
Mm-hmm.
He took losses and was able to bounce back and regain the title and do things of
Yeah.
that nature. But some of these guys, man, they take that big loss and then it's just a big drop in the
you would
rest
be
of their
surprised.
career.
One loss literally changes people.
Yeah.
They just don't have the drive or the animal mentality that they had prior to that. It's just gone.
Well, I mean, it can be as simple as confidence.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
When you're in an endeavor that requires you to stand in the ring and beat other people, like, taking a loss, it's not the same as, losing to New England by a touchdown. Like,
Understood, but then that's why, like in football, I should say college, right before the season starts, you get like a pickup team or a team that you're gonna whoop their butt. So you do that in boxing as well. You get like a B-side fighter, and that's how you regain your confidence. So
Now, it works for some people. It doesn't work for others. I mean, that's the thing. And then you
but then
combine
that defines how strong you are as a person. If
and I think
if that doesn't change your mentality.
that goes to the extent that with when you look at Muhammad Ali, like he basically avenged most of his losses until like the very end, like
Yeah.
the
To the
Holmes
very,
fight
very
and stuff
end.
like that.
Right.
And that's a special quality.
It is.
Yeah,
And
for
people,
sure.
and people. Now, do you think Spence should take that rematch?
No, I think he should hang it up.
You think hang boxing up?
Yeah, I think it's time.
It
for
looked
him.
that bad.
Well, he was in a couple of horrific car accidents. Like,
Yeah.
there's a strong
There's
argument
other
that,
things at play, and
that-
he needs to listen
yeah.
to his body and
there's a strong
hang
argument
it
to be
up.
said that he's neurologically compromised.
Yeah.
And has literally
For
no chance of
sure.
ever being what he once
They're
was.
they're
Getting
really
beat in
they're
the head
really
is not going to help it.
they're really considering that though.
He really should. He
No,
should.
no, I'm saying
as
they're
a medical
considering-
professional, I would advise it.
They're considering the rematch is what I'm
Of
saying.
course,
Oh,
because
no,
there's so
he
much money to
shouldn't.
be made.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned too, like there's a lot of fighters that fight past their prime for a check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
for
not,
sure.
And I don't even like.
But then you're putting
I
your
don't even
life
know,
in jeopardy, though.
But
At
like,
any time you get in the ring,
You are, but here's the other thing you got to look at, and you could potentially answer this better than I can. Like, there's no like fighters union or anything, is there? You're literally an independent contractor. So if you fight to the age of 28, have a pretty good career, and then take a loss and walk away from it, you get basically zero, like for the rest of your life. Right. You know, a lot of the other sports, the NFL, whatever, it's not perfect.
Associations.
You'll have the union, you'll have a pension, you'll have some access to health care, and that's the thing. Like, and that's why a lot of people you commit your life to fighting up mid 20s, even 30 years old, and you really haven't done anything else. If you don't break through where you could then like be like a Mayweather, De La Hoya, where you transition into promoting or announcing and things of that nature, like you don't have another life skill.
Right, or you just don't, the big checks that you make, if you're not managing it properly, investing it properly, you're going to always chase the paper, always, because you're not being smart about your money.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh, now, you took that picture down.
I wanted to get Jeff on the phone. Now, Jeff is he's a boxing professional, boxing analyst as well, and I want him to get on and talk about Canelo's most recent fight, and we can get into a conversation with him.
Lord.
Yeah, and see where that's gonna go. So I'm gonna get him on the horn here. If you want to communicate with him,
people are saying.
You
want me to talk to?
No, we're all gonna talk to him.
So you can hear.
Yeah, just so you can hear.
I have to hear him.
You don't have to hear?
Yeah, so you can be part of the conversation.
All right, let's listen to Jeff.
Hello?
Jeff, what's going on? You're on the bench podcast with Bubby Pink. What's going on now?
What's going on, man?
All right. We also have Paula here, who's a professional cut woman for boxers. You know what I mean?
Hi,
in
Jeff.
the corner.
How you doing, Paula?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, so of course I know you caught the Canelo fight, man, and he came away victorious. By all accounts, pretty much wasn't a close fight, and you kind of said that. I saw you in the chat, and you were saying you had Canelo winning, correct?
Yeah.
Now, how did you figure that coming into the fight that Canelo was going to pretty much have his way with Charlo?
Well, honestly, like, he picked somebody. Well, first of all, he picked somebody who hasn't fought in like 2 years. That's what I didn't like. But again, that's Canelo's weight class. He walks around in that weight. Yes. So I forgot the guy's name already. But so for whatever to come up in weight, like it's tough to fight in a different weight class.
Charlo.
The power is different. The speed is different. So trying to adjust to that on the fly, like in a couple, like it's different. So getting in a ring, like the power that you will feel at like 154 isn't the same you would feel at 168. So I felt like during the fight he thought it was gonna be a cakewalk. Like, I could take this. 168 ain't nothing. But once he started to feel the shots, he didn't want to really let his hands go, because getting caught is over. He gets caught, it's over.
Talking about Charlotte.
And that's why he So more so he was just literally trying to survive, like fighting off the back foot. The whole time he was just in survival mode. So each round he would throw maybe 1 or 2 shots and then go straight to the ropes and just keep moving around. Canelo was just cutting him off. And then the reason why he got caught was when Canelo put him on the ropes, kind of figured him out a little bit. He dropped his hands and he dropped them. Right. And even though he'll talk like, it was some good shots, he felt every single last one of those shots.
Now, you also said you think the wrong twin got in the
Definitely.
So you think his brother would have had a better chance at beating Canelo?
100%.
And why is that, Jeff?
Well, for one, that's his brother's weight class.
Right.
And I feel like he would be more used to Canelo than the brother was. So for him to come up, like I said, it's people don't understand it's levels to weight classes. They just think this ain't fat you're putting on. You got to put on muscle to kind of get there. So his brother would have definitely been a way better competitor fighting Canelo. I think it wouldn't have been, because he's used to getting hit at that weight class. And he probably would have put up a way better fight than his brother did. Not even probably, he definitely would have. And I think his brother actually would have came out on top.
Okay. I had 2 questions. You've talked about like the difference in the weight. Is that something that you can't really prepare for in like a training?
You
camp setting?
can't. It's
No.
you can't really prepare for different weight classes. You can put on the weight. You can eat your way to the weight. You can whatever. You just can't prepare yourself because that's like me and let's just say that's like me and Bubba. Bubba's in the heavyweight, right? And I'll be in like let's say I'm in the lightweight division. I say I want to fight Bubba, right? Even though I might be faster than Bubba, his power is
Right.
tremendously different.
And he's used
from
to
what I'm
throwing
used
it.
to.
He's used to throwing and handling his power.
Exactly. So now me coming up to his weight class, my speed, which was my advantage, goes away. So now we're kind of fighting on par, but he has the advantage because he walks around in that weight.
Comfortability.
Yeah. So where should Canelo go next? I mean, we're hearing Crawford, we're hearing the other twin. You know, where should Canelo? Where do you want to see Canelo go next?
Why not beat up the whole family?
First of all, he I hope he doesn't even look Crawford's way. I really don't.
Why you say that? Well, tell us why.
Man, that would be a massacre.
In which direction?
Yeah.
Crawford.
You think Crawford would kill
You
Canelo?
think so?
And he would dismember. I seen there were flaws. I laugh about this because we talk about this. There were flaws I saw in Canelo's, like, you know, I mean, he's a professional. He'll beat me, but the next profession he wouldn't. But there were some flaws I saw to where, like, Crawford would counter the hell out of him. Like, if you go back and you watch the fight, he had a predictable kind of set, and he pressed. And you remember the last person that tried to press him when they got down, and that didn't end so well for them.
What is Crawford's sort of natural or preferred weight versus Canelo's?
Canelo, he walks around at like 154. That's his natural weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Canelo,
Yeah, he walks.
And Canelo
walks around 160, 168. That's him. But you know he like to drink, so he might go up 170.
tequila.
Crawford also has a very high boxing IQ. You can tell. He's a chess player. You can tell.
He's definitely.
In the
That's
ring,
why
looking
when
at his face, he's got you all figured out. He's definitely.
I watched the last fight he had, and it's the first boxing match I've watched in a long time, to be honest. And I was thoroughly amazed by him. I mean, he was super, super impressive. I thought, like, watching Crawford fight, I thought you had all the savvy of Mayweather, but with more pop and physicality to the fighting. That was my take. I don't know if that.
If that's what your take was, my take was he is what Mayweather wanted to be through and through. I don't think Mayweather wanted to be a tactician. If he could do what Crawford did to everybody, he would do just that. But what Crawford is what Mayweather. I'm sorry, I'm not saying he's better. Crawford is what Mayweather wanted to be throughout his career.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, because
and Crawford is just.
Power.
And Crawford is a tactician.
Yep.
I'm talking about.
Very tactician.
He will.
We lost you there. You still there?
No. Yeah, I'm still there. My fault. Just got a little. My fault. Yeah, he'll beat you in different ways.
Right.
He'll beat you. Standing up, distance. The man just has an arsenal of different ways of winning. And I knew that when I found out they were fighting, I told everybody in the chat, I was like, bro, this fight ain't gonna it's not going the distance. And then a friend of mine, Santos, said, oh, they're gonna go 12. I said, man, this will be over in 7. He literally spared him because he could have ended the fight in 5.
100%.
He really could have ended that fight in 5 rounds.
Yeah.
He was really he helped him save face.
Yeah, I think it was the respect he had for Spence.
Exactly.
He didn't want it to be a massacre for Spence's sake.
Exactly, because he could have put.
Wow.
Exactly, he could have put that man out in the 4th or the 5th. He had him figured out in the 2nd round. And we're watching the fight. I said this fight will be over in the 7th. And he literally waited to the 7th, and that was it. I'm like, why drag it to the 8th, 9th? No, I'm gonna knock you out. Let me get my money, and I'm gonna boast about it.
That being said, Jeff, is he for you the best pound for pound fighter on the planet right now, or is there somebody else in that discussion for you?
In his weight class, as of right now, it's him.
Well, I was in any weight class. Is there
pound for
another
pound.
fighter pound
for pound, man. I like Tank. I'm a big Tank guy. I like Shakir. Shakir is another tactician, but I don't think, again, he's fought somebody that is on his level.
Okay.
Like, as far as Shakir wise, that's why the Tank and Shakir fight looks so appealing to a lot of people, because it's like you got two guys, one with power, one's a tactician, but I still think Tank would take that fight over Shakir. But as far as Crawford, man, I don't really see a lot of people. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say Crawford.
Okay.
All right. Well, appreciate you, Jeff, man. You know I get you. I'll hit you up.
Oh, yeah, not a problem, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right,
Thank you.
man.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jeff.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
hate
for
that
sure,
thing.
for sure. You hate the headphones?
Really?
Once again, you guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem.
Are you done? People
We're
like
available
you
on
in
all
time?
podcast streaming platforms, including YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We normally go live on YouTube every Wednesday. This is just a special edition show because I'm going out of town.
Paula's here.
And and Paula's here. That's the real reason, okay? Because Paula's here.
Forget about Bubba's road trip.
But you guys can always go to our YouTube page
Where is Bubba?
and subscribe. Yeah, Bubba's going to Miami, man.
You're going. No, Bubba. No. No, I don't approve. Bubba, you're going to Carnival.
He's not here
Yeah.
for your approval, though.
We're going to Carnival.
We just had this talk about your arsenal of women, and you're going to Carnival.
What's wrong with Carnival?
Are you bringing protection, Bubba?
First of all, I don't have.
A gun or
Pink,
condoms? Oh, okay.
Pink and I literally just had this discussion. I think it was on the show.
Yeah, we did.
About the Carnival, and I said, you know, you have to go to Carnival for the right reasons. I'm going for the right reasons.
What
I'm
is
not
that
going,
exactly? What is that?
I am going for heritage and to and for enjoyment, to enjoy
What did
myself.
That guy that was standing right here, what did he say for the
No.
Okay,
That's not
I
what
won't
I'm
use
going
that
for.
terminology.
That's not. That is not the reason why
Is
I'm
this your
going.
first time going to Carnival?
No, he's a
No.
veteran. This is his second go-around. Saying his first rodeo.
You know, there's
This
a
is my
lot
second
of
Miami
half-naked women.
Miami Carnival.
naked.
But I've been to many carnivals. Just this is my
So
second.
you're going
Miami.
to Carnival.
Yes.
Why are you disapproving this? I mean, let the man
Because
live a little
no, we just had a nice talk about him going in another direction, and you're going to complete.
bit. It's prepaid. He can't change it.
You know how many married people at Carnival? There's like 1,000
Are they
married
with
Jamaicans
their
there.
significant others?
Maybe not.
That's-
That's
maybe
none of my
not.
business. That's none of my.
So the marriage part is irrelevant.
That's none of my business. You know.
All right, Bubba. Just wear protection, please.
You're big on that.
It's like a petri dish of bacteria down there.
First of all,
Where isn't there a petri dish of bacteria, though?
Facts.
protection is really overrated.
Is it?
Yeah. Nobody likes it.
Well, there's
And to this-
antibiotics, so
and to
there's
this
that.
day, I know you're a nurse, but I've said it a million times. I don't know where are all these people with AIDS.
Bubba can't find it. He's been looking.
1970s, 80s, before I was born, maybe I
Magic
understand.
showed you that could be resolved. So.
They say it in the numbers. Oh, 90% of the Atlanta, Orlando,
They're
and Tampa
around.
and
They're
Miami. We're the highest in AIDS, and there's 95% people, and this and that.
Well, they're not going around raising their hands saying "I got AIDS." They're not wearing "I got AIDS" T-shirts,
Well,
Bubba. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting results.
Wow.
That's what I'm expecting.
What sort of
I
results?
cannot.
I'm demanding
Not
results.
I can't do it.
Show these people, because I
You
think
want it on the census report? Where do
I
you
think
want
it's
to see
a
it?
farce. That's what I think. I think it's a farce.
Bubba just wants it on his blood test. Proof is in the blood.
That makes no sense whatsoever. What in the world are you talking about?
That's okay, man. You guys can believe those people if y'all want to.
Oh, I didn't even answer Bubba's question.
What was
What
Bubba's
question?
question?
How I got into what I do.
Oh, yeah, we got to get back to that.
I didn't even. It just hit me. No, go ahead. We don't have to.
No, go ahead. We want
No,
you to.
we don't want to.
Huh? You don't want to?
No, carry on. I like your life. It's very interesting.
You seem a little You seem a little judgy over there. I gotta say.
No, I'm just concerned.
Concerned.
No, I don't judge anybody.
Really?
If that's the life you want to live,
I'm not living that.
But
I'm not living a life.
I just want.
You are living a life.
I just want Bubba to end up with a nice young woman, and
Why she got to be young?
I want him to just get over how he was raised, seek therapy for that, deal with that, and then turn into the nice, respectable man that I know you can be.
But I am that. I
Not
joke
quite.
I joke a lot.
I don't know.
I clown a ton.
It doesn't seem
Think about
authentic.
this.
I think you're on the fence
Think about
In
this.
what respect?
and could topple over to the other side very quick.
Think about this. I come on the show. I talk about this stuff all the time.
Do you?
And I still remain, I'm able to still go out and date, and people watch the show, you know.
You're dating 90 people at the same time.
That's not true.
Not 90.
Why do you?
Okay. On a good week, how many dates do you have on a good week?
Maybe I'm taking the same person out on a date. Have you ever thought of that?
Bubba, stop it.
Lightning bolts are going to strike the studio.
Stop it. Who do you think you're talking to?
What is wrong with you?
You have Brian here, and nurses are therapists and mind. We can read people's mind and body language and all that. On a good week, how many?
Listen, I don't know. It's not many. It's not many at all.
What
There's
is
only,
not
there's only
many?
7 days. I mean, what do you
So
thinking?
do you-
Like, what do you expect his answer to be? What is your mind telling
I
you?
know dudes that'll take 3 girls out on a date, and he'll literally have a date with one, stay there, and another one come to the table. It's like 3 in one shot, like 5 bucks.
Oh wow! No, I've never done that before.
It's hard to get action at the
I
table, right?
hate to give you any ideas, but I do know a guy that
I don't think those are
has
the type
done
of
that.
dates Bubba wants.
No. I
Bubba,
don't
what
want
type
those
of
type of
dates do you
dates.
want?
He wants them to end in a
Physical.
intercourse. Yeah.
All of them, Bubba?
What you mean? What is all? What are we? What are you? How many
What
dates
are
do you
you
think
trying
there
to
are?
accomplish? How old are you again? 30-something? What are you trying to accomplish at 35 years old?
I want a family. I want the white picket
what?
fence.
See, you're
I want the white picket
contradicting
fence.
yourself.
I want a horse in the
A
backyard.
horse.
I want all
On
of that.
Simmons Street?
Simon It's Simon App, man.
What? No.
Bubba, I didn't feel you were an equestrian type of guy.
You're not going to find those women going to carnival. Is that why you're going to carnival?
Those women
Find
are
the
at
pick-
Carnival. You
the
stop
picket-
that.
the picket
And you
fence people
stop
are at
that right
Carnival?
now. Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are. You're kind, too. Jamaicans are down there. There's plenty of Jamaican women that are going to be at Carnival that
I understand that.
can be loved and
When are you
needs
trying to get this
loving.
picket fence exactly?
Uh,
In your 40s?
no, it's no time limit. There's as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
You cannot get the picket fence if you're not even ready to put it all together.
I am. That's what the talk with OG was about. I'm ready.
You're ready for the picket fence.
I'm ready for
So
the
what
picket
changes
fence.
are you prepared to make, Bubba?
Where are you putting the picket fence? Like around your apartment? Where do you plan on putting this picket fence?
Around his horse.
Around the horse.
You have to get yourself ready.
Saddle up.
I'm ready.
You're not ready. You are the farthest from being ready I've ever seen.
In your whole life?
Bubba,
I'm ready.
you're not, honey.
Trust me.
It's
I'll tell you
right
what.
here. He's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You have proper savings in your account.
Yes.
What is
You're mentally prepared, financially prepared
what is he
to
gotta be
take
financially
on
prepared for?
a spouse, a house payment, a car payment,
Yes.
2.5 kids, one going to soccer, one going to cheerleading.
What's the 0.5 at?
Dogs,
One in that
all of
oven?
that.
You're-
I said a
right.
horse.
He doesn't have to have all of that.
I'm just saying, you have to be somewhere. Something has to be in order.
I
Is
think-
anything in order out of all those things?
Yes, but I think it starts with mentally being ready to be with one woman.
Right.
I think that's where
That's
it
the
starts.
That's what he's
first and
working on.
foremost.
That's what he's working on right now.
No, he shouldn't be working on it. He said he was ready. So if he was ready, it would be done.
Got us there, didn't she?
Listen.
She got us there.
Oh, Bubba. Okay, go to Carnival and then come back and we'll have that conversation.
Yeah, but I don't need to find anything at Carnival.
You're not gonna find
I
anything
probably
at
have.
Carnival.
Might find that AIDS.
I've found great women at Carnival in my past.
Where are they?
They're in the past.
Right.
They're around.
And expiration dates like
Oh
milk.
my gosh.
Jeez.
What else
And
is
I have
on
a
your,
Trinidad.
what else
I have
is
a
on your
Trinidad
agenda?
friend. She's a great woman. I have a Trinidad friend. She's a good woman for someone. All right. What is next here?
Please.
Let's get to some Jay-Z talk because we're gonna end the show soon. So I want to make sure I get this in.
Jay-Z?
That's a great question, might you ask? So let me play this.
I thought Jay-Z was irrelevant at this point.
It's actually an old clip. I don't know why it's trending
I
now.
just want him to cut his hair.
I'm gonna play the clip. Hold on. You wanna listen or no? You can hear just what me and Pink says. All right, here we go.
Cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. If you just give me 4,800, I could make you $2 million. You like, it don't work like that, man. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really... And then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dreams.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. So, and shout out to Just Black. He put up this post on IG, and it was saying how basically, okay, so Jay-Z has $2.5 billion. His cousin asked for $4,800, and he said no. To put that into perspective, that'd be the equivalent of someone who made $50,000 a year being asked to give a dime. Right, so it's like your cousin asked for a dime, you didn't give it. So, and I thought this was interesting because I struggle with this a lot because a lot of my family asks for money. That's probably the main reason why my bank account looks like this. It's not the dates more than the family.
See?
And yeah,
Friendly.
and so you could see it, on this clip. He's saying, yeah. So further context, he was explaining how he enjoys going home, but he wants to go home for family, to be around family, to kind of let loose from business and all of that stuff, to be around something that he's familiar with and family and love and all of that. But when he does go home, he said he has the cousins, the aunties, the uncles, whatever. Hey man, I got this business plan. If you just give me $4,800, I can make you a couple million. Versus, and then you got other folks just plain out asking for money. Something's always going on.
Yes.
So I don't know. I thought that was interesting, especially the way this person.
Well, I think
Heard it.
that's like a hatchet job, the way they post the meme. Because it's to make it look bad. Oh, you wouldn't give the equivalent of a dime.
Right.
Which is just pointless because that's nothing to do with what he's saying at all.
Yeah.
Right.
But it operates on a lot of levels. It's like, if you're that person that has some experience, that have been through some things and seen some success, it's like, part of your duty is like what you were saying with the OG guy, like to actually mentor the people behind you, not just support their stupidity and enable them to be stupid.
Right.
And so that's what he's saying. He's like, hey, it does not work like this. If you're telling me you can turn $4,800 into $2 million, like something doesn't add up.
Right.
It's not my first rodeo.
Right.
And again, like it's that chance to like, actually if those people want, there's this expression like, when the pupil is ready, the teacher appears. Sometimes the pupil just ain't ready, and he's going to say this or not offer that, and that guy's just going to walk away being mad and feel let down.
Right.
But sometimes that person could be in the right situation, and they're like, hey, I get what he's saying. Like, and now I can actually learn and progress in myself. And I think that's the lesson that he's trying to teach.
Right.
And there's another level to this, I think, too, is what you were talking about. It's like, all right, he probably has people hitting him up in business situations all day, every day. And then he wants to, whatever, if he's going to go spend time with the family or whatever, he wants to joke around and pretend for a minute probably that he's not Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And that he's just a guy around his family members. And if if the family around him doesn't respect that and just makes it another day at the office, like they're not serving themselves or him.
Right.
Yeah. What you think, Paula?
I agree. I think it's irresponsible just to throw money at people. You know what I mean? If he said, if he came with him a business plan, this, that, and the other, and do you mind, helping me out or giving me advice or doing, if, he was more to it than just give me $4,800. You know what I mean? I got a big idea. Everyone has a big idea. But just giving it to him like that, he's going to lose it. 2 months later, he'll be back at you. Oh, something happened. I lost that money you gave me. Can you? No.
And
You're
I
not
think
a faucet
I
of
think
money.
I think there's a
Gotta
lot of
shut it
things
off.
that go into an ask.
Yeah.
And again, like hitting him up on like what would amount to family time
Yeah.
without a plan, like
Right.
that's nonsense.
Right.
Even if you're related to Jay-Z, if you go out of your way to have a plan locked in
Yep.
and even make like actually go to the step, I'm not going to see you at the reunion. I want to set a meeting with you at your office. I'm going to come show you
Come
that
authentic.
I'm here
That's-
with intention and purpose.
Exactly.
That's going to send a whole different
That's what I meant
message.
to say, Brian. I literally just said that.
But I said it better. You agreed with me twice. This is unprecedented territory for
I
the two of us.
told you I'm going to be on my best behavior because your fans bashed me last time I was here. So I'm going to be nice to you. I'm not going to say anything negative about Brian.
But when is the right time to ask them for some money?
Like
Because
I said,
Like he said, make an
go
appointment.
no, that's if you go the business plan route. I got a business plan, which you know
What-
is a
what-
fucking
You mean just give me
farce
money?
anyway. Yeah. When is the
But
right
no,
time
I'm
to ask them
saying
for some
it
money?
shouldn't be a farce.
Right.
If you actually have an idea.
Yeah, but you know it is, right?
Well,
I'm saying
then if you don't have anything to offer, then never's the time.
never is the time.
Never.
So
If you-
okay,
if
so you're
coming-
Jay-Z's family.
If I'm Jay-Z, don't come to me with foolishness.
But what if you really need some money?
bad.
You're his family members. You really need some money, and then you see him. He's out donating X, Y, and Z amounts to fucking poor kids in
But
Uganda.
are you a family member that's been in constant contact with him, or have you
How can
seen
you be in
him?
constant contact
Have
with
you-
Jay-Z?
I'm sure he does family things.
Okay,
where the whole
you're at
family
the
is
saying.
there.
Yeah, he's
No, but
at the house.
it's-
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's-
saying.
Do you have a
different.
relationship with him? That's
Yeah.
different. If you
Yeah.
have an authentic relationship with him, he knows your story.
You saying you can't be the distant
If
cousin
I
out
haven't
in Wyoming.
seen you in exactly, and
That's
all
what
of a
you're
sudden
saying.
you're gonna hit me up for
You can't
money.
be the
No,
fifth
I don't
cousin
even
out.
hardly know
Yeah,
you.
Okay,
even
Yeah.
even in
Okay.
family, people are closer than others. Like
Right.
Yeah.
stay
You have
in
to have a
contact or
relationship
whatever.
with him. If my brothers, my sisters, my whoever, my good friends, if I have a relationship with them, I know their situation, or I have an idea, or if they came to me and said, but it's all about the relationship. I would give them whatever. But if I haven't spoken to you in God knows how long, and you just like, hey, can you give me no.
That comes up weird.
And I
also
don't
think
have Jay-Z money.
There's also damn.
Not yet.
But I also think there's a there's also a level where like if it's really like an issue, I actually think probably somebody closer to Jay-Z might bring it to his attention rather than you. Like you could be like the nephew and you're just going about your thing and maybe something horrible happened and you can't pay for your semester at college or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, maybe
or somebody's in the
maybe
hospital adding up mad bills,
Right.
or stuff like that.
maybe an aunt or an uncle or somebody else goes to JC and hey, he's too proud to ask you. But
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
exactly. That's
this
a
is-
different story.
This is
That's
here's
the
what
route.
he's doing right
or give
now.
me the number. I'll call and pay for it myself. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
stuff like that. You just
Can
can't
you
be
stop
that
saying
guy.
what, Brian? Like they used to say in old school, stop biting my lyrics. Literally, you're saying everything I just said.
Biting my lyrics.
You're saying everything I said.
Jeez, man.
I'm the brain around here.
I'm trying my best to be nice so your people don't come after me. I'm trying.
Stop worrying about my people just to be you.
Nope, you don't want to do it.
Why?
You don't want to do
They're gonna
it.
throw
Don't
feces
open
at
that
you?
up. Don't open it.
They're not
Go
gonna
on,
throw
Bubba.
feces at you?
Continue on with your saga.
Let's end on let's end on a bright note here, Dion. All right. So we got Deion Sanders here. Of course, Colorado took a loss to USC. Okay. And they got down big kind of early, and then were fighting back, and sort of can be looked at as a moral victory. You know what I mean? And so after the game, of course, he's in true Deion fashion, he's talking about the haters and things like that. And we kind of talked a little bit about that on the last show. But just as far as people, are they not liking Deion because of race? Is there, or not liking him, sort of like, I'm rooting sometimes that they lose a game or two here and there so they won't dominate college football. You know what I mean?
This guy says you're being misunderstood.
Yeah. Coach Baruti, man. Coach Baruti said I'm being misunderstood. And also, I love him because he's attacking the people who's saying I'm misunderstood.
There you go.
Shout out to my
What is the
OG who
issue
just
of
signed in
which
and he's
he
watching now.
requires- Is this your OG?
No,
this Baruti guy?
No, not Baruti, but
okay.
Paul Jacks.
Oh,
but,
Paul Jacks. He's
but-
your OG.
Yeah, but
Have
Coach
him call in. I need to talk to him. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your story.
You can speak to him off air.
Go ahead. Talk about Dion.
She has to try to be nice. Interesting. So yeah, Dion. So right. So he's talking about the haters and people, hoping that he fails and things like that. What y'all think about that, man? Especially coming off of the loss to USC.
I mean, there are people that are rooting against him, and like I said last week, there's people that are doing it because they fear for their own college football team, and there's people that are doing that for reasons of race. And there's that thing that people are triggered by certain behaviors and stuff. Yeah, and this is not even race, but honestly, like you were triggered by certain boxers. You mentioned Mayweather and Roy Jones, and the way they go about their craft triggers you in some way.
It doesn't trigger me. I just don't like it.
You don't like them. It is.
Yeah, but it's not
that's
a
the thing.
trigger.
But those two guys in particular are universally brilliant fighters.
It's like Coke and Pepsi. I don't like Coke. It's not a trigger.
It is.
Okay. Okay. Bubba, I'm trying. Finish your story.
But I'm just saying, and Dion is in that class of person. He has a style, he has a presence to him, and some people will, not react well to that. Football-wise, though, I mean, it was progress over getting drubbed at Oregon. They showed some fight down the stretch, probably something to build on.
Yeah, it was a much better look.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and now they're going to enter a stretch of games where going to be some winnable games there, and I think the train will be back, man.
Yeah,
they
need confidence boost. That was I think their confidence is slowly coming back up to where it was.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing. Even in a game that doesn't go your way, if you finish the game like doing some positive things,
right?
That it's like you're developing a muscle memory response.
Yeah.
Like we made plays, we threw the ball around, we made tackles.
Yep.
That's the last thing I remember in a game.
Right.
Not like just getting beat 42 to 6.
Yeah, you're going to the next game on a high.
Yeah.
So
sure.
But make no mistake though. I mean, they're not going to collapse, but they do have to start getting some wins.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't go into a 3, 4, 5 game tailspin. You
Short
got to
season.
get some wins.
Got to
going.
get some dubs. Coach Brewer say, haters are a part of the package, man. It's going to come.
If you don't have haters, you're not doing anything.
This Coach Baruta guy.
Yeah, he's
has
interesting,
He
right?
has a lot to say.
Yeah, man. Very interesting guy. He's been on the show.
He's been on your show?
And we've been on his show.
And we've been on his show.
He has a show?
Yeah, a very interesting show.
Oh, what does he do? What does he talk about?
Well, first of all, he's I'm going to get this.
Relationship and life coach.
There you go. He's a relationship and
So
life
why
coach.
are you talking to this man?
Coach Rudy gets me right as well. I've learned quite a bit. He's
You're
a part.
obviously not doing a good job.
He's
but
a
you're
big
not
piece of the
right.
turnaround, huh?
You're not right.
Turnaround. Bubba's talking about this turnaround against something that's actually happened.
Coach,
It's still theoretical, Bubba.
Coach Brewer is a big piece of
He
the
needs
turnaround.
to give you some assignments because,
Piece of the
bruh,
turnaround.
you're not doing your homework.
We may have to do a new segment where we touch base on Bubba's turnaround each week.
Man.
New news from the turnaround. Where are we at?
I'm a very charming and great guy. I don't understand what the problem is.
We're not disputing that.
Right.
She's disputing that.
Okay, I'm not disputing that. I know you have great potential.
No, it's not. I don't like the potential word.
But that's
Tyrese
exactly
Maxey
what it
has
is.
potential. I'm already Kobe Bryant and LeBron James.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't
Of,
I
dating.
wouldn't say that, Bubba.
Why? Because he's
No,
fast?
you're not. I would put you more like
AD.
I put you like isn't there cousins? What's
Cousins.
What, DeMarcus Cousins?
yeah.
Out of the league?
Fighting. He'll get back, clawing his way to get back
Yeah,
in.
I wouldn't put
Bubba's
you.
playing road
You're
and
not
home games on a weekly
Kobe.
basis.
No, I'm sorry, not there yet.
Not there yet.
No, you got a long way to go.
I like the
Yeah.
turnaround, though. I think that's got to become the new narrative.
Yeah, it's a turnaround.
Focus on
man.
Bubba's turnaround. But it hasn't started yet, as far as I can tell.
No.
It started. Don't let the carnival fool you.
No, you're like in the roundabout, just going in circle. You don't know what
Roundabout?
what exit to take in the roundabout. You're just like driving around it.
Just listen to the GPS.
So what is
Take your second right.
No,
what-
his GPS is not even on.
His?
Yeah, he thinks he knows where he wants to go,
Oh.
but
He's
other
that guy,
parts
I
are
ain't even
talking,
put
and
it
he's
in
not even
GPS.
ready. Yeah, no.
I know where I'm going.
He's having a battle right now. It's an internal battle.
Coach, that was Pam. Yeah, that was Pam who said I needed therapy.
Yeah.
Nikki is just
I'm with Pam.
Nikki is just an overall hater. Period.
Overall
so
hater.
yeah,
Why would you say that about
she's a
Nikki?
part of what Dion talks about on a weekly basis.
Wow.
Just trying to clear up some things that's going on in the
Bubba,
chat.
You apologize to Nikki. That was uncalled for.
Nikki is
It
a
might have
hater.
been called for. I mean,
Is she a
we don't-
hater?
Yeah,
Do you know
saying.
Nikki?
I know
Is she
Nikki.
your Trini person?
No, but she is from Trinidad.
She's
Yeah,
not his Trini person.
I don't have a
Oh,
Trini person,
Bubba.
but
I'm so concerned right now. I hate leaving the show. So concerned for you.
Bubba's gonna be all right. He's resilient.
I know he's gonna be all right, but when? When is that gonna happen?
right now.
Turnaround is
You're
happening.
not ready.
Oh my God.
Paul, maybe we'll look back at this day and you will have had a role in the turnaround.
Is your
There you
apartment
go.
even neat?
I'm
Do you
a
make it bad before
minimalist.
do you make it bad every morning?
I think that's overrated. I think that's very overrated. I listen to Businessman, and yeah, and a part of my $1.1 billion, I make my bed every day when I wake up at
Bubba.
5 a.m.
Bubba,
That's
what's in your
overrated,
refrigerator?
man.
Is it like ketchup and butter? What's in your fridge?
So what? I'm not a big cook, but listen,
Nothing in the
what's
fridge.
refrigerator, though,
I
for
eat
real?
fruit. Right now, I'm going out of town soon, so there's not much in there.
Well, no, a day when you're not going out of town. Like, what do we got?
We got some fruit in there, some grapes, some strawberries,
Do we have some drinking options?
some whipped cream.
Do we have something besides
Okay.
water?
Bubba, this is what I'm saying.
Some tequila, some
not
lime
ready.
juice, some wine. You're a wine person. You
Is
like
there
wine.
anything of substance in your fridge?
Got any meat in
Is there
Bubba?
anything of substance on your roster? Anything?
I don't have a roster.
Oh,
you like to
have
sneak
no
that in.
potentials. No, it's like playing spades, and it's all just twos and threes
Yes,
and fours.
but I can win with that hand.
Two
I'm a
and
very
threes and
good
fours?
spades player.
Bruh. Bruh. I can't. Let's end this show because I cannot do it. This is too much.
Say bubbles will be bubbles. But
Wow.
anything else you have to add
Do
to?
you have any meat or chicken? No.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
some.
that's what I'm
I have,
saying.
I
You
have
have
some
no
stuff in the
substance.
freezer.
Do you have anything to drink besides alcohol or tap water?
Right.
I don't drink juice or soda.
But you
Well,
don't have any
that's
for
good.
guests.
Hmm?
You don't have any for guests.
No,
I thought you drink this White Claw thing.
that's a joke.
No,
That's a running joke of the studio.
Oh, that's
not
a
a joke.
lie. I don't even know who the real you is right now.
That's a running joke of the
The
studio.
guy sitting
And
over
that's
to the
the-
left.
And that's the thing. You never know. So that's why when people
You're not
watch the
right.
show, you don't take everything for face value.
You're
You
like
know?
the guy on Game of Thrones, the man with many faces. That's you.
I was on The Walking Dead actually. Did you know that?
jeez.
I was on that show.
He was, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
anything
Bubba.
about Game of
I
Thrones.
was an extra. Yeah, I don't know anything about Games of Thrones. That's why
Oh,
I threw Walking
jeez.
Dead out there. Yeah. Look, Coach Baruti apologized. That's why he's he's one of my OGs as well, man.
This
We go to
Coach
him.
Baruti. I apologize, Nikki. It wasn't you again. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
I don't apologize though.
She's asking Bubba not to be Bubba. 100% accurate, Mr. Baruti. Bubba, if you're ready, you can't be you. You have to be the new, improved Bubba. You have to come out of the
Closet.
wow. What's going on in the closet?
What do you
Okay,
think's
no, that's
going on
another
in
show. I don't know. It scares me.
there? You know what's going on in the closet.
The closet is dark.
No.
Bubba, what are you doing in the closet?
I'm with R. Kelly, man. We trapped in the closet.
Where's R. Kelly now? Not trapped in anybody's closet.
He's trapped in a
Pause.
cell. He's
Right.
trapped in a cell.
Pause. I got Day watching. Hey yo.
Oh my gosh, Bubba.
Nah, but we're gonna get this thing together. So yeah, I'm gonna have a carnival report next week.
Whew, I'm calling in for that.
Let the show
And a report for on the turnaround.
I just don't want you to end up like Brian.
And the-
I just don't. I have so much hope for you.
I have a report on the carnival. I have a report on the turnaround. From this week to next week. It's a turnaround. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, Paula.
I'm excited for the
Turnaround is happening.
Oh, jeez.
It's in effect.
Super excited for the
I
turnaround.
want to shout out. Kevin and I have a fight coming up.
You just told me.
Oh my gosh,
You can't remember?
we have a fight coming up.
Maybe you need to get your shit together.
Oh, I have my ish together. Trust.
Was you smoking with Ant outside?
Yeah, you're a producer guy. I don't know. Jeez. Kevin and I have a fight coming up on the 27th, and I have some amateurs
Of
fighting on the
October?
21st. of October.
Of October?
Yes.
Where's the fight on the 27th?
The 27th is at Caribe Royale.
Local?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Brian, you know.
So October 27th.
Yes. Brian, you need to research your guests.
We do. Is this is the second or third fight?
For who?
For Kev.
I think it's his 5th.
Gosh, this is Kevin's 5th, 6th?
Boom.
5th fight.
You didn't want
I think he's 4-1.
That's okay. It's been his 6th fight.
I believe.
All right.
Yeah, and this is my 3rd fight with him.
With him. What the story can be, man. You come out, you lose your first fight, and then just
reel off some victories.
Yeah.
Kind of what
Take a
Dion needs to do.
mulligan there with your early start.
Yeah, and I think I have
Can you get
another
me, can
fight
you get
out
me
of
some free
town
tickets, Paul?
somewhere. I'm sorry?
Can you give me some free tickets?
Not free.
On the bench, we need press.
Are you gonna attend?
We need press
Yeah,
tickets.
If you guys come to the next, I'll get you tickets if you come to the next.
All right, you guys heard it. This is locked in.
Locked in. Post this as a clip.
Jeez.
We'll be there.
No, I will definitely. You want ringside or just general admission?
Why not be ringside? No?
Yeah. I'm not scared of a little blood and sweat getting on my face.
I'll see what
Just
I can
another
do.
night at Bubba's house.
See, these are the things that you're not ready. Listen, y'all.
Can't laugh
he's
at a
not
dirty
ready.
joke. Dirty jokes is Pink's specialty.
It is.
Yeah, this Baruti guy has a lot of work to do. A lot. Step your game up, Baruti. Step it up. He needs you.
He's not alone. He's not alone. It takes a village to raise Bubba.
He needs you.
Village to raise Bubba. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time. I had one last thing I wanted to say, but we'll get it next. Oh, do you have an on the bench shirt? Are you gonna get one?
Oh, my on the bench shirt.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
You do have
Don't
one.
ask me where it is.
So you need another one.
No. No, thank you.
Help us out.
I have one.
Yeah, then wear it proudly.
No, I
You're
don't.
wearing a damn tank top. I mean, don't act
I
like you've got
don't.
amazing standards for clothing.
That on the design on it is like, no, I don't wear
What's
it.
wrong with it? Design?
I don't even know where it is, honestly.
That's why we're trying to get you another
I
one.
think it's in the trunk of my car somewhere.
In the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
It's an odd
We
place
have
to
on the bench shirts, everybody, for very cheap. It's just to further along the podcast.
Cheap is the key word.
Oh Lord, look at her hating.
Sorry.
We
We
have
have
you
a
on
lot
as
of
a
hating
guest.
Who
haters on
designed
this
it?
show.
Who designed it?
And we also have shorts now as well.
Did you
We
design
have shorts?
shorts?
Now as well. Yes.
Is
would you
that
like
necessary?
some shorts?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's not that serious.
We're in Florida. People
Trying-
wear shorts and
Your little
sandals.
podcast is not that serious.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's a way of
Whose
life.
idea was that? Brian's?
I'm just talent around here.
Oh, vey. All
And
right.
we've had a lot of positive reviews on the artwork of the
shirt?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
the design.
Who designed it, Brian?
Because it's a logo. It's not really.
I'm not an
It's not the
artistic
shirt.
person,
It's the.
The logo. Who did the logo? You did it?
No, I did not do it. A professional
Oh, okay.
did it.
Did you have input?
I did not have any input.
Did you have
I let
input?
artists work. I let
Oh,
artists.
so you just said to this person,
We're about empowerment here
design
on the show.
design us a shirt. And did you say I want this on it, that on it? You said nothing. Just design me a shirt, and that's it.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
We didn't want to put it
And
in a
then
box.
they showed it to you, and you're like, "Oh, that's great."
We like it.
Is that what happened?
Where did you get her from? Man?
End the show, Bubba. End the show.
We'll catch you guys next week. We'll be up. This show will be up on YouTube on Friday, and then we'll be back to our normal scheduled routine next week on Wednesdays, 8:30 on YouTube. On the Bench Podcast. We'll catch you.
See you later.
Bye, y'all.